What's up guys, Austin back with another rowing workout of the day, a series where we take a look at the daily concept 2 workout of the day. We take that short workout, we break it down, we sort of figure out a way to make it fun, engaging, and awesome, and then we row through that effort together. And so today's workout, guys, we're going to be focusing around a 21-minute rowing effort, 21 minutes straight. And we're going to break that 21-minute row down into stroke rate increases. We're going to do the first 6 minutes at stroke rate 20, the next 5 minutes at stroke rate 22, 4 minutes at 24, 3 minutes at 26, 2 minutes at 28, and then the last minute at stroke rate 30. So let's talk about pacing for a moment. First off, you have to realize this is a 21-minute continuous effort. And so we have to understand that to go 21 minutes continuous, you can't just start off that effort going as hard as possible. We have to understand that it's going to take 21 minutes to be totally done. And by the end of that 21 minutes, we should be totally emptied out with the tank, should be totally exhausted, but not the first couple minutes of that. We don't want to set ourselves up for failure further down the line in the effort. So as far as our pacing goes, the stroke rate is going to be increasing, every few minutes. And as the stroke rate increases, we should be providing more power to our rowing. And remember, when you're looking at your power, the best thing to look at is the split per 500 meter setting. That's telling you your pace per 500 meter. I always like to think of that as, if you had a fitness watch on and you were going out running and it's telling you your mile pace, it's pretty much the same thing except it's showing you a pace for every 500 meters. So as the stroke rate increases throughout the effort, the idea is that we should be able to bring down the pace or the split per 500 meter as we go along. And for every stroke rate increase, let's try to drop that split per 500 meter between 2 and 4 split seconds. Now, while these stroke rates increase, you may want to work on adding more power to your leg drive as you start each stroke, but my suggestion is to try to keep your power as far as your stroke power, every stroke you take, keep that power the same, but as the stroke rate increases and you're taking more strokes per minute, if you're doing the same force with each rowing stroke, but you're just taking more strokes in the minute, that's going to result in a lower split per 500 meter. So that's my suggestion, guys. This is going to be a sweaty one. It's going to be a tough one, and it's a great opportunity to really just sort of learn how your body reacts to stroke rate increases and to long duration pieces. The one thing I want you to really keep in mind throughout this effort is, can you make those split per 500 meter drops as the stroke rate increases? Because if your stroke rate's going up, but your split per 500 meter is not going down, if it's staying consistent, or if it's going up even, that just shows that you're not really translating the power as much as you should as stroke rates go up. And it means you're probably fatiguing out earlier on. And so it's just a learning opportunity to, okay, next time we do something like this, maybe start a little slower. So keep those things in mind, guys. Let's head outside and let's get to the effort. another workout down. That was a tough one. 21 minutes, those rate changes, man, those got killer towards the end. Let's take a look at the memory and let's see how we did. All right, so we go to the memory, list by date. We did it today. All right, so, you know, the way it's broken down, when you set the time, when you set the 21 minute, there's an option for a split length, and that basically just shows you how it's gonna break down your efforts. And so the standard here is it broke it down into basically 5-minute chunks, except for that last minute where it showed the change from 20 to 21 minutes, but these averages are showing every 5 minutes, but that's not how the rate changes worked, because we changed every, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. So essentially the breakdown of these isn't really going to show anything other than showing us the decrease that we made. Like, for instance, every 5-minute chunk, every 5-minute check-in, our split average was getting lower. And what that means is that our stroke rate, as it went up, our split pace went down, which is exactly what we were looking for. I can hardly speak right now. Let's go inside and stretch it out. We'll talk a little more. Oh, man, good erg workouts. There's nothing more satisfying than being done, knowing you gave your best, and even if it didn't quite go the way you wanted it to, like the fact that you got up and did that, right? You didn't just sit on your butt all day. You got up and got it done. So you should be real proud of that, regardless of how that went for you. Today's stretch we're gonna go over, let's do a groin stretch today. So what you're gonna do is you can take your tootsie toes or your feet, stick them together, feet on the ground, grabbing onto the toes, sitting up tall and just leaning into basically belly button towards the heels of your feet. And you'll feel that stretch all on the inside of your groin. And if you're someone who's a bit heavier and has to sort of spread your legs out when you row, your groin is constantly being used each stroke. So you really want to take the time here to stretch that out. Plus, this is a pretty chill stretch because you just kind of sit here and hold it. So I'm curious, how did those split drops go for you? How did those rate changes go for you? Because for me personally, I think I started off the first 20 strokes per minute a little too, I don't want to say too efficient, but kind of too efficient, like too much of a strong leg drive, because as the rate came up, I couldn't quite maintain that same leg drive because the splits were dropping like 4 to 6 split seconds, and that was just going to be an unsustainable dropping pattern throughout. So as the stroke rates went up, had to sort of back off on the leg pressure a little bit just to keep up with rate. I'm a taller guy, 6'8". It gets kind of tough to keep the high stroke rate, especially when my jam is rowing hard, slow, and efficient. So that was a real challenge for me. I hope it was a challenging workout for you. Guys, as always, leave your questions, comments, and feedback down below the video. I hope you had a great workout and have a great rest of your day as well. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.